welcome to the B Team Podcast. I am your host, Josh Saffran, with my co-host,
Matt Mars,
and our permanent guest,
Rob Nelson.
We're here every week to talk to you about all things Bentonville, bourbon, and business. The B Team Podcast. Be here. Welcome to the B Team Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Saffran, along with our permanent guest, Bobby,
Rob Nelson.
Bobby. And our co-host,
Matt Mars.
Matt Mars. Again, it still looks like you've been crying today.
Yeah, I know. They're getting better.
Did you watch it like one of those, The Notebook or something? Your eyes well up?
I looked like I went snow skiing, and I just didn't wear any sunglasses. That's kind of what it looks like.
It looks like you watched The Notebook. Well, Carrie, pass me a tissue.
Hey, The Notebook will do that to a guy, to anyone, really.
It's good date night movie.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think I survived The Notebook again.
He looked like me. I don't think I ever.
I don't even bring it up, man. It's just sore subject.
So today,
the older I get, the more I see that in my future.
That's right. I think that's the older all of us get. We think about that. Yeah. But so today we have TJ from Cozy Heat.
Yeah,
who's probably the oldest fireplace company, I would say, in our area, if not close.
The OG?
Forever.
The OG.
Over 35 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the owner hired my dad when I was like 5 years old. So my dad was moving furniture for Furniture Factory Outlet. And the boss, Ron, which passed away back in July, he said, well, you're good at moving furniture. Can you move fireplaces? And that's, I guess, started the career. So
there you go. Had it all. Everything from there went from there. And you guys have one of the other things we wanted to talk about was the amazing haunted house that you guys do. And is that for the Lions Club?
Yeah. So we partner up with the Lions Club. There's the Nightmare side and then, the Lions side. So we pretty much put the show on for the Lions Club, and then they take those funds and they help out with the front end and stuff. But they take those funds and then distribute that around the community and stuff. So
I can't wait to hear about this because I knew nothing about it, and
So
Matt
good.
started telling me some of the things today,
Yeah.
and my wife does not like scary stuff, so I'm totally going to bring her and literally making her poop her pants. We could say poop her pants on the
yeah.
So I'm excited.
So it's right when you're going into Bella Vista. Most people know about it, but
What's it called?
it's
Nightmares Haunted House. Yeah.
Nightmares Haunted House.
Yeah, can't miss it. It's got a spotlight.
Yeah, they have like one of those big Batman lights that they run at night.
Yeah.
And literally, like you get off, by the Walgreens there, and it's the church parking lot's full, and it's nuts.
Matt, speaking of nightmares, though, before we go too far, we asked Bobby to bring in some bourbon today.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us?
I just kind of skipped. I skipped past
You
it
went
just
right
because of what it was. All right, it's the elephant in the room.
You said speaking of nightmares, it just prompted me to talk about this bourbon.
Well, number one, I brought the bourbon glasses. I didn't forget them.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I thought, why wouldn't we try something different? This is distilled in Las Vegas. Smoke Wagon, which is pretty popular.
Good brand.
You can find it on the shelves.
Smoke
which
Wagon
is
is a good brand.
And this is a unfiltered, straight bourbon whiskey.
Well, let's try it.
Try and find them.
What's the proof?
It's the proof.
Now, I remember when this one first came out, and you've had this before also. Are you a bourbon guy?
No, I used to be.
Well, you won't be after drinking this one, I promise.
I'll try it.
But I remember when this first came out, and it's called Uncut Younger.
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes a little young.
Yeah, it's 56.377 alcohol per volume. I don't know how's the proof on it.
Yeah, that's probably like 107 or 107.
Yeah.
Let's put it in the car and see if it starts.
Yeah. Oh,
Exactly.
What's been open before?
We don't even know if it's that.
It's true.
You remember the last thing they brought was the one that was 10 of them that were mixed.
I remember that. Was this from one of the lockers at Bar Nelson?
No. This was just on the shelf, and I was running late, and I was like,
Oh, you went and bought it at the store?
Did you try a little bit on the way down?
you guys. Yeah. We always talk about stuff from Kentucky. I was like, I'm leaving for Las Vegas in a week, and I figured let's talk about some Las Vegas bourbon.
The theme. Okay. Viva Las Vegas. All right, let's give it a shot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks for coming in.
Nice.
You can't wait for you to scare. Whoa, you missed me. Can't wait for you to scare me with this.
That smells great.
Does my pinky go out or does it stay in?
It don't
No, doesn't matter.
Solid.
I'm working real hard on that one.
I've got some bite.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's
No matter what Bobby would have brought in, we would have given him a brief
Look
today.
at Rob. He's like,
It's got a little wood on the back. I think
What on the back, yeah?
I've never heard Russ say that. Where's Russ when I need him?
You guys.
I'm not bringing bourbon anymore.
Okay, enough of the bourbon. I want to talk about the haunted house a little bit more because I was telling Josh that you get there and pretty much the experience starts when you're walking in the parking lot.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing it like I said, about the same amount of time as my dad's been at Cozy Heat. It started out as a hayride over here in Cave Springs back when Cave Springs had caves and most people lived in them. But made nothing but dirt roads out there. And so it was a hayride for a family reunion. And we'd go out there, and I remember I was like, I've told the story 100 times, but I was 10 years old, and they had me waiting in the middle on this dirt road in the middle of nowhere in the dark, holding a rope that was on a dummy. And so when the hayride went underneath it, I was just supposed to let go of the rope. That was a big scare and all that. Well, I sat there for like 2 hours in the dark, nothing happening. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, it's time before cell phones. And I ended up walking down the road, finding the tractor broke down, and no one ever came back.
You were sitting down there waiting.
Boy, business is
Slow
slow.
down the road for like, it was real creepy. I was about a mile away from the cemetery out there. So, remember my uncle, man, he used to come up to the hayride. He had a Tyson's jacket on, and just out of the graveyard with green makeup on. Just, real cheesy back in the day. But
Now, how many years ago was this?
that's at least 30 years ago.
Okay.
I had to be.
So it's been going on.
Yeah.
They've been doing it a long
forever.
time.
Yeah. So
I know, like, I remember back when Ron would tell me you guys would start, like, you start months before
Oh yeah.
prepping all of this stuff.
Yeah, so like, when the year starts and stuff, we start talking about it, have a few meetings, and then in March we go to a convention up in St. Louis and get some ideas or steal some ideas. That's what most of them do. And then, probably about June, we start working on it, a little bit at a time, and then August we go full force and every day, all day.
And so when do you open for business and when do you shut it down? How long does it stay open for?
So we started this year, the last weekend of September. We always try to do 13 nights, no matter what. It just seems to be our lucky number. So this year we have to go until November 2nd to get those 13 nights. Just a weird weekend lineup.
So it's only weekends.
Yeah, so we do Friday and Saturday, and then Halloween Day. So
And then how much does it cost per person?
for regular ticket, regular admissions, $25, and then for like a VIP, it's $40.
VIP. So what's the difference between the two?
Well, you're going to want VIP for like the last 2 or 3 weekends because, like you said, the line just goes all the way down the road.
Yeah.
And so VIP
So it's a line
just gets,
cutter.
Yeah, it just gets you.
It's probably worth it.
It's like a fast pass. Yeah.
And see, they put you on the bus, and there's 2 sections on the bus. There's the front and there's back. If you're the VIP, you go on the back, and if you're on the if you're a regular admission, you go on the front. So they can get about 38 people per bus loop.
So tell them kind of how like the different parts of the haunted house. It's kind of like a 2-part. With the bus is like its own haunted house.
Yeah, so, every year someone's asked me about the theme. Every year. It more or less we're talking about the bus, and this year's Jeepers Creepers. But, we got about 20 or 30 different types of areas in there that you just go through, and each area kind of has its own little scary bit to it, so.
And you're on the bus the whole time.
Yeah. Well, no. Sorry, I apologize. No, you get on the bus, it does a show, and then it drops you off at the haunted house. So
it'll be playing a movie, usually
Yeah.
some kind of scary movie.
Yeah, and you'll
with
be sitting
music blaring.
backwards on the bus. We turn the seats around. I say we. It was Dad and Randy. But they turn the seats around. You watch the show. And then he takes the bus and he's driving around. And it feels just like a Universal Studios ride. It really is really cool. It's probably the only one I know of around that does it. So, but they put you on the bus. And then they drop you off at the haunted house, and then there's a set right there when you get dropped off. Right now they got 3 silos and a big flame shooter that shoots out the top of one of them,
It's legit.
And I don't want to give too much away, but we got a 3D area, we got a bunch of animatronics in there.
And how long does this whole thing last for?
All that. It probably takes a good 45 minutes to get through it once you get on that bus. So it lasts
And
a bit.
it's worth going.
I mean,
we
for
go every year.
$25 or even $40
Well,
for
and then
an hour.
to top it off, we haven't even talked about it's all for charity.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like, what did you guys normally? What did you raise last year?
So before cost, it was a little bit over $300,000, but by the time everything got paid for, it's a little bit over $200,000 for the community.
Yeah, 2 months in 13
nights.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What charity is it for?
It goes to the Lions Club, and they distribute it either to other charities in the area, or their main mission is the blind and hearing impaired.
That's amazing.
And so they put a lot to that. I think they've done hundreds of cataract surgeries by now, so over the years they've just been able to do a lot for a lot of people.
I have a lot of questions. So first
Need
off,
more bourbon.
Listen up a little bit.
First off, somebody brings teenage girl, teenage boy, 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 5 minutes in, they're screaming their head off. Do you stop it and get them off? Do you say tough cookies? You're staying the whole time?
They're staying on the buses until it's done. But, there's no way of getting off that bus. They're just going to sit there and scream.
And that happens. I would imagine that happens often, right?
It happens at least once a night, but most of the time it's quite a few. So we have several exits and stuff like that, so we're able to pull them out in certain spots so they don't take away from it. Because, if you leave them in there a lot, they'll take away the show from other people.
I'm sure.
You don't want that. So we got several exits and stuff to pull them out of and then get them around front. But, no refunds. So,
That's for charity.
yeah.
Well, and they break it up into groups of 6 usually. I think from what I remember, it's
try not to go
smaller,
over 6.
so it doesn't turn into a whole.
Yeah. You get too many people in one group. The big front of the groups gets the scare, or the back of the groups gets scare, or something like that. So we try to keep it the max 6. The ideal is 4.
Our kids always get in the middle.
And you bring your kids every year?
Oh yeah, they're like, Dad, I want you to be. I either have to be on the front, usually the back, because they want whatever's going to come scare you.
Now I can't imagine Carrie on this. Is Carrie good?
No,
with this?
she goes too.
Oh, there's this lady I see every year, and I don't think she's ever seen the haunted house. She's walked through it every year, but her head's behind her husband's back, just like this the whole time. I've seen her. Hey, she went through last weekend, and I'm just like, one day you'll like the haunted house.
There's got to be a
One day
great
you'll see
story,
what's going on.
something like one time this lady pooped her pants, or somebody threw up, or somebody had a nervous breakdown. I don't want anybody to get sick or anything. But there's got to be a great story or two you can share with us.
So being the son of the guy that started it all, Chris, and so I was always doing the kind of more of the dangerous stuff because I'm not going to sue anybody. And so one year, my area, I started out with just certain sections I was in charge of, and my area I did a zip line one year. I just thought it was going to be great.
A zip line?
Yeah. So I'd start at the top of this zip line. I go down, jump off the end, go, turn around, run back, pull the zip line back, go, climb back up, and do it again. Just over and over again. 400 or 500 times.
Sounds like a great idea and concept.
Oh, yeah. But, man, it just killed me. And then I just remember one time, that rope that I used to pull back up, I went to go down and I go, hey, and it gets them turned around, and that rope grabbed around my ankle. And I went down and just yanked me right off that zip line and went right on my face. Right in front of them. So, and then
You probably came up all bloody, like, oh my God, scary.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and they're like, oh, that was cool. So was that supposed to happen? Yeah.
And then they place cameras to take pictures, kind of like when you're at a theme park. So you get to the end of where you get scared in certain parts, and you could look at the pictures. It's
how much planning goes into this? Are you planning right after Halloween for the following season?
Oh, even when you're doing it, you're thinking about next year.
Yeah.
This is working great this year. Let's try this next year. Maybe we can pull this off. So.
How many people do you have to pull this off?
So to run it per night comfortably, you need about 60 people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
We use their paid employees or volunteer?
We do a lot of volunteers from the high schools, and so when we get a certain amount of people from the high schools and stuff, then we turn part of the donations is we donate back to the drama departments. So we go to Rogers High Schools and Bentonville High Schools, and then whoever they send over, then we turn around and give them the donation at the end of it, you know. And then we recognize the kids, give them gifts and stuff like that for helping out and everything. And they also get community service hours, which nowadays I guess they have to have that to graduate.
They have to have that.
So it really helps them out. So, and then various other enthusiasts that come up, you know, throughout the years, and they help out. And some of them come up with their kids to help out, and they end up sticking around longer. We got a guy that he's thrown down the rest of the ownership now. And Dwayne, man, he started with his daughter back in high school. He hadn't left since. You know, he's been doing it for 10 years.
I would actually like to work on it one year. I tried to one year, but I needed to go to like the. I didn't go to the meetings and all that. I think you had to go to like a fire meeting with the fire marshal or something.
Yeah, that's more or less for the kids to show them how to use a fire extinguisher and stuff, and what to do in an emergency situation.
More or less for the kids, but you too.
You probably need it too.
But no, I like they're. I don't. It's got to take hours to get everyone in their makeup and their costumes are good.
Oh yeah, it takes. Yeah, we pretty much do a Congo line. We got about 4 or 5 people putting on makeup, and it's just like they sit down, they put it on their face real quick. Next, over and over again. So
have you been to Ash to this thing?
No, but the boys have gone. The boys have gone. I think every year. I mean, they keep on going back every year.
You haven't gone?
No.
Well, what's it like?
I don't like lines.
Well, you had the
he's got the fast pass.
Yeah.
Now you need another excuse.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go this year.
The lines are bad.
It could be a B team outing.
I don't want to go with Matt because Matt will scare us on top of it.
Yeah, I think it's so fun.
I'm down. I'll try it. All right. Yeah, I'm not scared.
So, yeah, do it as a group, all 3 of you. Yeah, so
there you go. We'll bring your wives too.
Yeah.
Keep the bourbon in the car.
So it's going to go until November 2nd.
Yeah, November 2nd is the last night.
Okay.
So. Yeah, hopefully it's a good one. Normally when you pull off past the Halloween, last 2 nights are a little bit slower. So, if you want to go on a slower night, that's probably a Saturday at the last would be a good one. Right. But I always tell people wait till the 3rd weekend beyond, because then we get all the kinks ironed out. Mm-hmm. What's going to break broke, and fixed again, and broke and fixed again. So,
but like they have,
and then the actors get better, and they know what they're doing by then. So.
But, do you have any themes that you've used in the past? So you're looking back, like, I can't believe we did that. That's pretty stupid.
Man, where do I start? Man, I thought it was going to be the coolest thing because we did Jeepers Creepers 2 one year, so I made like this corn maze that I just thought was going to be great. And unless you really plant corn, it's not a good idea. So, corn maze. Yeah, it didn't work out good. People trying to walk right over the stalks, and I had this rope going across them to keep the stalks up, so they just walk in between, trip, fall in between them, and and I was scarecrow, and I was on the post, and then I had 3 other scarecrows that looked fake, but I was the one live one. Man, dude, people would go by, just grab the mannequins. I don't know how many times someone touched me in the crotch. I was like, hey, scared the hell out of me. They grabbed me and like, that doesn't belong to you. All the time.
That's Bobby. You on a scarecrow.
You cannot make that up.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Yeah. Imagine Bobby on a scarecrow on the pellets. Oh my God.
Well, and it's got to be hard doing the time of year that you guys do the Halloween, the haunted house, because that's probably your busy season for as far as maintenance and stuff on fireplaces.
Yeah,
to actually pay for all this stuff.
It was like everyone walked outside and saw frost on the ground. Remember, they had a fireplace. So, man, it's just been nonstop since it got cold this week. Mm-hmm. And so I literally came from here from another job. So,
does it help the fireplace business? Like, does it add a lot of?
Yeah, I think it and add some advertisement and stuff. They're standing right in front of it and stuff. But man, people remember they got a fireplace as soon as it gets cold. So, and we've been around, pretty established in the area and stuff. So people know Cozy Heat. And he mentioned Ron Gotti, and he was the stone of it, And so everyone knew Ron, especially out in Bella Vista and stuff. So we just developed a name, and the installers, they've been doing it for 35 years. Yeah. Chris and Randy,
same guys.
They're like, I call them work husbands, and man, they're like brothers, really, because you'll see them fight. One's slow and steady, the one's quick and fast. And it's just you'll see them go at each other sometimes, and you just gotta sit back and laugh. So, but they get along great, and they just have this relationship to where they can get on a job and they know what one's doing without even seeing them,
Mm-hmm. I have to imagine the charitable piece adds to the business because, again, we've talked about it quite a few times around the podcast where I'm sure that your business is good and there's other competitors, but when somebody says, oh, I want to use them because not only is their business good, but they do so much for the community, I have to think this helps you guys out.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's really good name recognition and stuff. After this year, we're deciding what the next step is because, we're going to be moving Cozy Heat to another location, and we're going to be moving the haunted house to another location.
Whoa!
So
breaking news?
Yeah. This is the first time we really put it out to anybody.
Up by the Highlands, right? The Highland Gates, just north of there.
Yeah, the haunted house won't be able to move with Cozy Heat this time around. Bella Vista is a little stricter. I don't know. Those older people just don't like to hear the screams till 11 o'clock at night.
So you have a lot of complaints from the neighbors?
It wasn't that bad until they built that subdivision right behind us. And every year I get the same email from the one lady.
Yeah.
She hates going out on her porch because she hears all the screams and hollers and sirens and stuff. I think that's first and last name. I mean,
and like you probably feel like saying, "This is what we give back to the community." It's 13
nights.
Yeah, 13 nights.
Don't go outside Thursday. Go outside Sunday. Stay inside.
But you know how people are. If it's not there, if it's not them, it's not okay. But if it's them, it's fine. So.
Can we bring some of the scary people to her home and knock on the windows?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second.
The B team's going to get an email.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate the way you talked about me on your podcast.
Well, we didn't put any names out there. We don't know the address, but
if the shoe fits, wear it.
Yeah,
that's true.
So what are the things that this time of year, we all have fireplaces. What are the things we need to be having you guys look at on maintenance items that we normally don't do?
Good question.
So, if you have...
None of us do. We wait till it won't start. Hey, can you guys come here?
Obviously, if you're burning wood, you definitely want that chimney swept or, especially if you grab some wet wood from last year. And this year, you got to be real careful because there was a lot of trees down, so a lot of people chopped up wood. So a lot of people are going to be selling wood and it's not seasoned. So people are going to be burning a lot of wet wood this year. So you really got there's something they got moisture meters now, so you can just stick it in the end of the log and it'll tell you if it's dry or not to be able to use it. Just make sure you're careful this year because a lot of wet wood means chimney fires, and that's a bad thing.
Why is
everybody? That? Why? Because when you're burning wet wood, it starts sticking to the side of the chimney as it goes up and out, and it starts building up on the chimney. And so pretty much it lights off almost like paper mache on the inside of the chimney, and it lights off and it just burns real hot, real fast. And certain fireplaces, like you see the big open face fireplaces that are in several homes in the area, those are really meant for decorative purposes. And they'll even say it on the instructions, but no one ever tells anybody that. So people gets cold, maybe they lose power, they just pack that thing full of firewood, and it just burns through to the rafters behind it all the time. And most of the fires happen is because they built this huge fire in there, and then also burning the wet wood and causing that chimney fire. And right around it's just a wooden frame. So unless you've got a high efficiency unit, you really just can't burn wood very safely. And, like you said, those big open face ones are just meant to burn for pictures.
Okay. So we have a high efficiency one. Is it? Even with those, do you need to worry about the moisture in the wood, or is it?
You still got to worry about the moisture in the wood, because that is just getting your chimney clogged up, so you really got to be vigilant on that. But if you stacked it the year before, you got it covered, you're normally pretty good. But if you just got the wood from the wood that got cut down in June, you're not good.
You're not.
Yeah. So
another question I have, and Rob and I build houses, so we deal with this a lot.
Yeah.
Most people have a gas stove in their house, and most people are I think a little bit afraid of starting them, just because a lot of them are just they have the little igniter down there.
Yeah.
Do you guys sell like the kind where they can just hit a button and it comes on?
Yeah. Those are IPI systems, intermittent pilots. So you hit the on button, pop, lights the fire for you.
So it's like
takes 4 AA batteries. Yeah. And gas is actually safer than wood. I mean, to be honest with you,
I didn't know that. So.
Yeah. a lot of times, so if, say, you're running your fireplace, some big gust comes in and blows it out, it's going to turn itself off. It has safety mechanisms in it. It measures, it knows how much carbon monoxide's in the air. So if it's too much carbon monoxide, it'll kill itself, and then light itself back up and back and forth and stuff. So gas is really, really safe, actually. One thing people don't like are the vent-free units, the ones that don't have the chimneys and all because of the odor, but, they're safe. And like I said, if they're not getting enough air, they'll turn themselves off.
I mean, what you learned today is moisture in your wood is not good, right?
No.
Yeah.
So you want to be sure that you go with the autopilot of the gas.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I love those open-face fireplaces because I saw a lot of gas logs for them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, is yours gas or wood?
Gas. Listen, I learned a long time ago that you want to keep away from the wet wood.
Do you like to light it?
Emily likes to light it.
And she's fine with it. Does users push a button, or do you
push
have
the
to
button.
put your head in there?
Oh, you
and
turn the
click
pilot
it?
on, click, 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 turns on, gets the house real warm real quick. It's great.
Now, I know you have the kind with the thermostat.
Yeah,
We don't, and I wish we did.
we had to
because-
change our batteries out this year. That's all we had to do.
Yeah.
And Ange actually handled it. I
So
was
maybe
impressed.
for Christmas, you could get Emily one with the thermostat. She just push the button.
And you got that peace of mind that even if
TJ
the power's
can-
out, you're going to have a fire.
DJ could hook you up.
Yeah.
I think we're good with my...
Wood's always the best heater. It's going to be the highest heat output out there.
Well, there's nothing
The
like
gas is sectioned to that, so.
To me, though, I mean, I wish I had a wood burner in my house. I mean, I had one in Colorado. There's nothing like sitting in front of a wood burner, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's a chore.
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
but it's like a fun
but if you
chore.
enjoy it,
Yeah.
you enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
You cut your own firewood, though?
In Colorado?
Yeah.
I had it delivered.
But like, so we put one. Ron sold me a fireplace.
Yeah.
We put it in our house, and I more or less did it because we needed a fireplace there. But in the winter, it's our favorite room.
Yeah.
We can. It's wood burning stove, but you can get it 80 degrees in there. And
Yeah.
Will you toast marshmallows
yeah.
or anything
no,
else?
no, no. It's a stove, so it has a door in it.
All right. Just checking.
And it's got like a fan that comes on. It's amazing. It's one of our favorite things in our house that we didn't know.
They've come a long
would
way,
be our
too.
Favorite.
Yeah,
well, when I
the
first
EPA
got it, I couldn't get it lit.
Yeah.
So I got Randy and them came out, and they were like, with these high efficiencies, it's not like lighting a normal fireplace. So they had to show me all the
Do they have
stuff.
to come out every year and light it for you, or you got it under
No, but I
When was
worry
the last
that-
time you had it clean?
I've never had my chimney cleaned.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
And
well,
it's
I
been
mean,
6 years.
if you're burning dry wood, it's not going to build up. But if you burn
should
any
probably
wet
have
wood or
No,
quite a bit of it,
Maddie's
that's when it's going
burned
to
in
start
wet
building.
wood because he found it out in the backyard.
No,
He's just dragging it
out there
down.
picking up sticks.
He's got the girls out back grabbing the twigs,
Yeah.
lighting them on fire.
Yeah.
'Cause Matt's definitely not having wood delivered. That's for sure.
Yeah, so,
Well, and I didn't. We were gonna
he's
have.
out long enough to
We were gonna have another fireplace, but you guys, they come out and size your room and make sure that it will even work. Whereas, most of us just go buy a fireplace and think that you can put it in there.
Oh
and
yeah,
it'll work,
I
and it's
can't tell
not
you how many
that way.
people was like, "Hey, I got this fireplace. Can you make that work?" I'm like, "Well, you might as well sell it, because it's not going to work in this house."
Do you guys do fire pits too?
Yeah, we do fire pits, more or less custom ones. So we have a manufacturer, Travis, and they have a really good outdoor lineup and stuff. So we just started selling them. So we do fire pits. We do awnings and screens and stuff, more or less stuff that kind of float the summer a little bit. And but fireplaces
That's
is where we
interesting.
started.
You do
so.
screens.
Yeah,
Because
we
not a lot
always
of
are looking.
There's
for
not a
that.
lot of people
Yeah.
in town that
The automated, the mechanical ones that pull down and lift back up and stuff. Ones for patios and porches
Yeah.
and stuff
So you
like
do
that.
that?
So,
Bobby's wanting one of those.
I was going to say, it sounds like you got a new client today.
Well, look, we got a few projects under construction that are going to need that.
It feels like you're a fire pit guy, though. I could see you out sitting out back with Ange.
Yeah.
Glass of wine.
Yeah, one day maybe we'll build one.
yeah, just
You'll
go
build it, or
scroll.
you'll have them come.
Yeah.
I'll build it and have them put the screen in.
No, but they also sell. You guys sell grills. That's where I got my.
Yeah, we actually
you
pulled
not
out of the
anymore?
grill. Yeah, we got a few
sorry.
stuff left
We'll cut
over,
that out.
remnants and stuff. Man,
Any
everybody went pellets.
Pellets?
Everybody went to pellet grills. So Lowe's sells them real cheap and stuff. And, we could sit there and say, hey, this is the best pellet grill all day, but when you can buy 3 other pellet grills for that one pellet grill price.
I thought it was the grill you put on the boat on Bimini.
My pink, no.
That was.
I have the Traeger Pink Pig.
Man, that was a big seller for us, too.
Pink Pig?
It looks like a big hog.
Yeah. We got one that's a Razorback Red, too, Traeger was great until they just started moving all their stuff to China.
Yeah.
And now they're all basically built out of the same factory. Pit Boss is
they're all
like
the same,
20 feet away from Traeger, which is 20 feet away from Green Mountain Grill. They're going to hate me for saying that kind of stuff.
We can cut it out.
Well, we should leave it in.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
We like to be controversial.
We caught Matt's pig on fire.
We did. We were cooking a bunch of chicken wings.
Yeah.
And we got it. It turned my bit blue in some spots from the heat.
Yeah. Oh, I've done those too.
Flames out its nose.
Any photos of that somewhere?
No. We should have taken some. All of the wings were ruined, though. Yeah. They were charred.
Pellet grills are great, man. It's the best way to drink and cook at the same time and not have to worry about it. It does all the work, and then you get all the credit for it because it turns out good most of the time. So, unless you burn your chicken. Tell you the truth, my wife does all the grilling now. She got into it. She does it all now.
Sounds like a keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
your wife.
Yeah, they're usually better at it than us. They read the directions. We just go out there and wing it.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I like it.
I'm pretty sure if we broke up, my family would take her over me at this point. So I'd just be one lonely man with no family anymore. So, everybody loves her.
My wife just called my mom and said, "Who's more difficult, me or your son?" And she said, "Hands down, my son." And so I do agree.
Yeah.
If we got divorced, my whole family would side with my wife.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Emily, not my mom.
It wouldn't matter. It'd be whose fault it was. It'd be my fault.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think everybody would also probably pick Carrie as well.
They would. Yeah, she's a lot nicer than I am.
And Ash.
Yeah, well, I thought she was going to be here on the podcast, actually. That's the reason why I accepted. So.
We've tried to get Carrie on a few times. Matt keeps her in check. He doesn't want her to show up.
His wife.
Oh, your wife was going to come?
Oh, no. I was joking.
I thought he meant your wife was going to be here.
We've tried to get her to come.
I don't know how hard you've actually tried.
Well, I know that you're going to try to bring up a whole bunch of stuff, so I've been kind of...
The story I've heard is I asked Carrie, she says she's interested, and then she's told no by Matt.
Oh?
Any truth to that?
I mean, there might have been that one time. I told her she can come.
You just don't want the stories to get out.
Exactly.
So.
Oh, they all get out. They all get out. Yeah, it's tick season somewhere.
I could never run for president. I got 2 ex-wives, and they got plenty of stories. So
All right, so tell us how people can find the website or how they get more information. How can they prepay for tickets to show up there? Do they buy them at the door?
Yeah. So you can go online or you can go on our Facebook page. It takes you to our website, nightmareshauntedhouse.net and .com.
nightmareshauntedhouse.net.
Yeah, but if you go to Facebook, it's on Facebook as well, Nightmares Haunted House. You can get it through the Lions Club link as well. But you get on there, and honestly, that's the easiest way to do it. You get online, buy your tickets, and then you just get to walk into the tent. They scan it, you go in. Otherwise, you got to go to the ticket booth, and then you get in the line to get on the bus.
Multiple lines.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah, we need to go VIP. We can't be
VIP
pretty quick.
Well, I mean, if you get, I think it's like 10 VIPs, we'll pick you up in a limo.
Whoa, Bobby, that's a game changer.
We got to do that.
So
you'll come out to Bob's house?
Yeah, we don't charge for the limo ride or anything like that. We pick you up in the limo, bring you out, let you go through the haunted house. You get right on the bus. And
we're
take
house
back.
We're doing that.
Next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
We're definitely doing that.
I'm on it.
Oh, yeah. So.
We'll just get picked up from your house anyway.
That's fine. We should do it on Halloween.
And my dad, I think he owns every car known to man, but he just bought a limo and he's the boss is, and then he owns like 3. He's got 3 fire trucks. His wife's going to kill me. My mom's going to kill me for telling him everything. He just got a Model T, 1926.
My dad has a Model A.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So man, it's insane. And Trino, Starsky and Hutch Special Edition. Every vehicle known to man. But he bought a couple limos, and that's when we started doing it. We even got a couple of hearses.
So how do we get on the? We'll figure out how do we do the limo thing.
You
We
can
have to
contact
call,
us
or
through
we can do it
Facebook
through
and stuff.
Facebook? Okay.
Yeah.
We should
But,
do that on Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, you do know
I
Halloween.
mean, you got a direct line now. You got my number. So.
Yeah.
You do know, man.
We-
Halloween is my birthday.
We know
October
someone.
31st.
It really is?
That's my birthday.
Okay, we're doing it.
Birthday.
We gotta do that.
Because
Yeah,
we're all going to, we can all dress up. And
Yeah.
Well, how much walking is there to do? Is there a lot of walking?
No.
No, not at all.
right.
No, because
Especially
just
with
through the
that.
house and stuff like that. But no, you pretty much get right in the line and stuff. So
All right, because I have to walk in the house, go upstairs?
no, there's
be
no
on crutches.
It's
upper
all, it's
stairs.
all on the same level.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. You have to carry me if I fall over and I make
Well,
crap my pants.
we're going to put you in the front or the back.
Can we put him in a wheelchair?
No, wheelchairs are a little hard to get through in some spots. I mean, I ride an electric unicycle. I always do like little gimmicks and stuff.
Unicycle.
So I can get my unicycle through the whole thing, but that's just one wheel. But I used to do stilts and all that. And
It feels like we need to go out for drinks with you. It feels like you're like
Yeah.
an international man of mystery. The more I'm hearing you speak, I go, I got to spend more time with this guy.
do a lot of stuff. So, like I said, I always did the stuff that was a little more dangerous because I wasn't going to sue.
Oh, it's been amazing.
So is this, how many more years will it be at this location then? You think
This is the last
it?
year.
It's as of right now, it's last year. We'll see what happens. But
That's the way to sell it, though. Limited edition, last
Yeah.
time. And you can say that for every year, and you can
yeah,
bring more
but
people.
we'll be moving it, and we look at expanding
Yeah.
it and making it bigger. So getting it somewhere where it's not too far away from where it's at now, but also being able to put bigger items out there because we kind of got boxed in over the years.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just used to we moved over there because of the heat. There's nothing around us. Now that the storage units next to us and Walmart's pretty much bought everything. I said Walmart, but it's the Waltons. They got everything from our store, from what I hear, all the way down to Dairy Queen, up the side of Meth Hill.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But that Veterans Park area and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
they
what
don't
it's
own
called.
that.
Yeah.
So
Why don't we do it? You have so much property behind your house. Next year, we'll just do it there.
The problem is you need to have a bunch of buildings.
Yeah. Put some stuff up. You're a builder. Help out. It's for charity.
Oh, yeah.
Let's put a couple buildings up. Let's
the
get
kids.
it for the kids.
and the haunted house part started with just one tent in my dad's backyard.
110. Call it Matt Stock 3.0. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Still waiting for Matt Stock.
Matt Stock. Never
Still waiting
happened.
for Matt Stock.
Oh, we need to do it. I'm down to do that.
Let's combine Matt Stock with the haunted house. It's for the kids.
Yeah, we like partnering up. We partnered up with the AMP a little bit this year.
You did?
the AMP Electric Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm on a unicycle, so they're kind of part of my deal.
Yeah.
So before the end of it, I'm trying to get like 20 of my buddies up there to
Yeah,
do the
exactly.
show. But yeah, I just it's a lot of fun though.
No, and it is.
A lot
And
of
I mean,
actors.
to raise that kind of money in 13 days, it's unheard of.
Yeah.
First time I ever built an escape room, and so we're trying out the first few weekends, didn't charge anything. So this weekend I think we're gonna get heavy into it. But it's a single person escape room. Gives you about 3 minutes to get out of it and stuff. So it's really cool. So
What time do you
calls
open
you a
on?
loser if you don't get out of it.
We
in
could
time.
put Josh in there with
Yeah.
his crutches when we get down there.
2 hours later. Where's Josh? Guys are all drinking bourbon in the
He
van.
hadn't got out yet. So,
What time do you open? What time do you close?
we start at sunset. So normally about 7:30 right now. So by the time the Halloween's over, about 7 o'clock. And then we stop selling tickets at 11, but we keep going until everyone's out of the tent. So,
It's legit.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Feels like a few drinks and showing up at 11
Yeah.
o'clock.
some of those last weekends, man, it's just you're there till like midnight to 1. You start losing kids left and right. So parents are mad at you.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get up
Yeah,
to see you
no.
this year. We're going to get Bobby up
And make
there.
sure you do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hook it up. We'll
I'll
pick you guys up.
I'll
get
get
you out
with you,
there.
and we'll do the limousine.
That would be
thing.
great.
The girls would love that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can tie it into your cast and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's.
We get 10 people easily.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 2 of us.
We actually had the Big Ed come through last weekend from 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, yeah,
That's
we've
what
heard-
they
we've heard
aired
of
in
him,
December.
yeah.
He was on our podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So, but
How many girls did Big Ed have with him?
he just had one. Yeah. So,
Whoa, slow night. Shout out to Ed. Shout out to Ed.
he's a good guy. He's
Yeah,
he
yeah.
seemed okay.
We're a big fan. He's a
so-
good dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Man, his girl wouldn't stop touching people though. Man, touching the actor. We're like, stop it, stop touching people. But
Can't believe Courtney was touching people at the event.
oh yeah, no, she's got a restraining order. Yeah. So.
Cheers, man. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me out.
Appreciate
here,
it.
so.
Cheers.
Great to meet you.
All right, thanks.